Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Okay, welcome to this special webinar today. Okay, so many of you tuning in. Let me check how many people right now. All right, we have 1,300 people and there's still more people joining in. Yeah, thank you for actually tune in to this webinar today. Yeah, I know tomorrow is holiday. Everyone got this holiday mood right now? Okay, nice. Okay, wow, so many of you here today. I see. Okay, so this is the fourth quarter already before we reach to 2022, right? So I think this is the best time for us to actually learn how to plan or strategize our plan here for to make 2022 a great year. How many of you here will committed to actually make 2022 the best year ever and beyond? Yeah, not only 2022, right? And beyond. Okay, nice. Okay, very good. Wow, so many of you here. Yeah, I think, and I'll do my best, right? I'll do my best to actually point you, which is the direction you can take and moving forward. How about that? Okay, so before we begin on this webinar, thank you all of you here for tuning in. How is life treating you so far? From scale from 0 to 10. Yes, 10 is, that's the best time in your life right now. And 0 means that, I cannot wait 2021 to over. I wish it ends sooner. Okay, so wow, so many of you here, 7 and 8, nice. It seems like a lot of you here actually having a great time in 2021. Nice. Okay, I saw a couple of you here maybe typing 3 or 2, right? So don't worry, right? Because it's the past, right? It's already over, and you don't need a great past to have a great future, isn't it? Okay, so I know some of you type 0, right? And then some of you type number 1. Yeah, I saw your messages like Sunny, Sok Ching, right? Yeah, don't worry, right? It's almost over. The energy is already over. I think there's no better time than now actually to plan ahead, because now already reached the month of November. So it gives us a buffer around like 3 months time to help yourself, right, to plan it better. So, and as usual, yeah, if you ask me how do I help you, or what tools that I use to help you to get you to the best, I would say maybe make it the best year ever for you, is I'm using several tools, right? So I'm going to help you to use BaZi or Qigong or Feng Shui or Yi Jing, right? This is what I do. So for some of you, probably this is the first time you're joining me. So you might wondering, right? So who is this guy is, right? What is he talking about here, right? So let me just do a brief introduction about myself. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, speaker, and instructor from Joe Yap Consulting Group. So every day I use a lot of BaZi, Qigong, date selection, Yi Jing to help not only myself and for my clients to help them to reach their goal. So occasionally, yeah, and because I like to talk to people, okay, I used not to, yeah, I used to, I like to work in front of the computer, but I discovered recently I like to share information. I like to do a lot of interaction. So once in a while, I will actually do some kind of webinar like this free webinar. So hopefully I'll pick 1 or 2 topics that I think is important to share with all of you here. How many of you here like to have more webinars from me? You like to learn more? Yeah, type the word yes. Okay, so many of you. Nice. I would say I cannot promise like every single day, but I would say I'll do my best to do more, because I discovered that we are approaching period 9. So, and you know that period 9, one of the most sought after subjects, yeah, is Chinese metaphysics, right? So if you already a coach or you already practicing Chinese metaphysics, I think that it paves you a very a good, you have advantage, right, moving forward to the next era. And we know that, yeah, it's already in, right? So therefore, I do my best, right, to help all of you here to actually make a smooth transition. Yeah, the key here is smooth transition. Yeah, so because we want to win the first battle first, so we actually have the momentum to build forward. So how we're going to do today is I'm going to pick one of the topic I think that is very important, because on my I saw a message from my Telegram from someone. This I think is this afternoon. Yeah, he asked me, Iverson, tonight webinar, what he referring to is now this webinar here. He asking me that is it the same content that I did maybe a few months ago? Right? Is it the same content? So yeah, let me just answer some of you here. Right? Sometimes some of the webinar subjects title is the same. Yeah, but I cannot promise I will have the same content. Okay, all right. The reason why, because let me tell you one true secret here. I actually forgot what I talked about a few months ago. Okay, even the title is the same. You ask me to recall back what I told you. Don't say a few months ago, yesterday, or sometime I also forget. Right, so I would say because the parts topic is so huge, right? So, and that's the reason I cannot tell him whether it's the same or not, right? I actually told him in the Telegram this afternoon. And then the second thing I told him, I haven't decided yet what to talk tonight. Yeah, so I think this is because normally because there's so many content, right? And normally what I do here is just to share with you a little bit here. Normally, and 1 hour before the webinar, yeah, then I actually start preparing. And do you know how do I gain some ideas on which topic I would like to talk more about, or which angle? Yeah, because the puzzle is so huge, right? The system. So I actually cast a hexagram. Okay, yeah, I actually cast a hexagram. Yeah, what is the one that all of you here actually interested to talk about, right? Because I'm going to talk about luck pillar, but luck pillar is a huge subject, right? So therefore, yeah, I want to know, yeah, what is important to you. It's not about what is important to me, right? So I'm saying that tonight, the audiences here, how can I make the biggest impact to all of you here, right? And I got certain hexagram. And do you want to know which hexagram that I got or not? You want to know? Okay, yes. Yeah, I'm getting a thunder hexagram. Yeah, a thunder hexagram for tonight. So for all of you here, tell me, right? Some of you learned Yi Jing before. What is a thunder hexagram means? I think a little bit. Thunder hexagram. Action, okay. Nice. Okay. Yes, you're right. Movement, change, loud, fast. Yeah, fast action, you're right. Okay. So tonight, of course, I'm not going to talk faster. Okay. Yeah, this is about the speed of execution, right? So when I think about speed of execution, do you think I'm going to talk a lot of theory? No, I won't, right? Because thunder is about, about the ability to execute. It's about application, right? And then this is the part. So to motivate or to inspire, yeah, probably some of you here to do something about it. Yeah, so that's why if you pay attention from the start of the webinar just now, I'm asking all of you here, right? Among all of you here, who are truly committed, right, to actually make 2022 the best year ever? Because talk is cheap, right? If you ask anyone who want to make more money, everyone will say me, right? Until they know what is the price they need to pay to make money, then suddenly they back off. Agree? Right, that's why I receive a lot of all these questions, right? Yeah, some of I trust me. How many of you here actually saw my my answer on the 5 most asked question in my Telegram or my Instagram? Yeah, these are the sort of question I'm getting. Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, you go there and see. Yeah, so and so this is the question I got here, and I know that, right? That's for this thunder hexagram actually helped me to remind me. In the end, it's not about how much you know. Yeah, I met someone that learned like 20 years, but nothing happened in their life because everything started the moment we take action. Agree? So that is the spirit of this thunder hexagram. How many of you here want to install this? I would say install. Maybe you want to actually have this character of a thunder hexagram. Thunder hexagram is like this, right? The moment he think about something, he execute. The moment you tell him something, he say, consider is done. This is what is important, right? So it's not because I'm so smart, I know what to tell you. It's nothing to do with that. It's because I refer back to the hexagram I casted. Yeah, so who am I to know, right? What all of you guys here needed. So therefore, I cast a hexagram, then I share with all of you here, just in case, right? You forget everything else I'm going to tell you today. At least you remember this thunder hexagram. Yeah, do some research on it and try to see what is the hidden meaning that it can tell you. Because all of you here, it might mean different thing, right? Thunder hexagram also a hexagram about losing weight, you know. So that time I'm thinking, okay, how can I relate to night topic about losing weight? How many of you here want to lose some weight in 2022? Oh, so many of you. Nice. Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, later I've got to talk a little bit about that. Yeah, on the log pillar. So, and okay. So this is the whole I would say the context or the narrative I'm going to share with you today. Yeah, within this thunder hexagram. So how to start this here is first of all, remember I told you that I received a lot of questions online. So let me ask you first, right? One question that I receive a lot. They always ask me, Iverson, how do I achieve a great destiny? Yeah, can you share with me the secrets? How do I create a great destiny? So let me ask you, what is a great destiny to you? What does it mean to you? Yeah, think a little while, think a little bit here. You know, I saw some funny comment. I try not to get distracted. I saw a comment about Chubby in the chat box from Lily. I saw you, Lily, but I pretend to be serious first, right? I cannot get distracted from all this. Yeah, actually, I'm reading the chat box while I'm talking to you. Okay, let's stick with the topic first. Okay, so healthier, be happy. Okay, nice, healthy, prosperous, accomplished. Okay, all right, very great. So Flora Chan say be successful. Okay, nice, achieve the goals. Cool. Yeah, so I think all of you here have a different definition of our great destiny. So, of course, you want to achieve it as fast as you can, right? So, would you like to hear my definition of great destiny? Yeah, if you allow, I would like to share with you, yeah, what is my definition of great destiny? To me, great destiny, yeah, is the ability to laugh or smile every single day. That is my definition of great destiny, right? So I don't care how much money you have, right? But if you are miserable, you are depressed, you might as well you don't have it, right? Yeah, that is what this is not. I suddenly discover this is what I discovered along. I mean, my journey in Chinese metaphysics. Why? While I'm having the privilege to talk to different people from different walks of life, so I able to actually do some research on it. So do you guys agree or not? Right? It's the ability to smile. How many times you laugh at your own mistake, or you take yourself so seriously you cannot smile? Okay, how many of you here cannot remember the last time you laughed or smiled? Yeah, it's been some of you. It's been a while, right? Yeah, sometime I ask some clients, right? So I say, when is the last time you laugh or smile? You say, I cannot remember. Yeah, so don't you think this is really important? Right? I don't care what you have, right? If you're surrounded by money, by family, but you're constantly depressed, it's not a great life. Okay, so don't you think this is something that all of us here wanted? Right? The feeling of pleasant inside that you actually connected and flow with life. It doesn't mean that you don't have problems. Yeah, but every time you encounter problems, you got beat down and then you go up again, right? You actually fight again. Yeah, you don't let yourself, beat down for too long, right? And then you laugh off of stuff and then you move on. I think that one is the true wisdom. Because a lot of people asking me, hey, Iverson, what is wisdom mean? Is it mean intelligent? No, I would say your ability to laugh or smile. Okay, so as easy as it is, then the thing is like this. Not a lot of people able to achieve this. Okay, all right. So I say that, but don't you think this is our goal here? So how do we actually have this ability to actually take life in a less serious way, in a more enjoyable way, and then help people along the way, have some fun? How many of you here actually would like to know how to do this, how to achieve this? A lot of people pays a lot of money to get this. Like some people see psychiatrists and all these things, right? So, and the secret here is to actually increase your energy level, right? Because if your energy level is high, then everything you see is pleasant, right? Even you see your chart. Yeah, even you see your chart is all the clashing or DE, right? If your energy is high, you say no, right? It's cool. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, what can I do with it? Yeah, it's just a chart. It doesn't define who I am, right? So, but if your energy is weak, then everything you see is a problem, right? So, therefore, in Chinese metaphysics, why I want to learn this here is to help us, hopefully, to increase our energy level, right? There's so many ways you can do this. You can use BaZi, you can use Feng Shui, you can use Qigong. So, let me ask all of you here, what is your energy level right now from the scale from 0 to 10? 0 means that you're drop dead right now, right? You're just lying in the floor, no battery. And 10 means that, you while you're listening to me right now, you're standing, right? You're hype up. Okay. All right. Nice. Wow. Your energy level is so good. Okay. Cool. So why I'm going to tell you this here? Because in BaZi, BaZi is an energy map that you have. Or an energy imprint that you're giving, that you are given, right? What I'm talking about, that you are given the moment you're born. Okay, so therefore, when you look at your BaZi, it's an energy imprint. Of course, some of you have higher energy than others. Some of you maybe are less, maybe the frequency are lower, but that one is a starting point only, right? So, but along your journey in your life, so you can actually do so many things, to actually get it done, right? So you can actually increase your energy, and then you can activate certain part of your BaZi. So these are the area I would like to talk more about, about activation, right? Because if you look at your chart, right, if everything is already fixed, I mean, there's no point looking at it, right? So there must be, which is the pace that you have the topic, right? There's a topic for you to actually, or a focus point for you to look into to activate it. Okay. All right. So now I need to tell you the concept of it. Okay. So how do we know the concept? Because I know that a lot of you here are beginner, right? Let me ask you one question. Is BaZi, if reading your BaZi chart, good for you or not? Type in the chat box right now. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm asking you, this is a very fundamental question. Okay, don't type yes because someone else in the chat box type yes. Yeah, be honest. Okay, I see some you say don't know. Okay, all right, nice. Sometime. Some you say can understand yourself. Okay, all right, nice. So now, if let me tell you, right? Let me tell the answer here. Yeah, my interpretation on this is, if whether it's good for you actually depends on you. Have you met someone after they learn BaZi, they're more fearful? Have you met someone like this? Their life is okay one, until you discover there's a clash, and then he's in her mind or in his mind, suddenly this one actually consume this person, and then suddenly he discover a new mission in life, is to remove the clash. And he don't know what it means. He don't know what the problem is. As long as the clash is bother them, they cannot sleep. Yeah, even their spouse give them surprise birthday present and say, no use, my chart got clash. Okay, yeah, so if you actually, after you learn it, the more fearful you are, might as well don't learn it. Agree? Right? You created problem that is not there in the first place. So therefore, when we read the chart, but some of you here, the more you read the chart, the more empowered you are. How many of you here, you love your BaZi chart? You even frame it in your living room. I love my BaZi chart. Hashtag I love my BaZi chart. Okay, yeah, it's right. Yeah, I can tell you, right? 95% of the people, they always look at what's wrong in the chart. If I ask you to list down, right, what's wrong with your chart, you can easily give me 50 points. But if I ask anyone to list out what they love about their chart, so they keep thinking, maybe this, maybe that, right? So I think this is the first thing here. You have to increase the energy. Otherwise, you just put your chart aside. You don't look at it. Okay? All right. So now you know this. So in the end, in order to use your BaZi chart, is to know how to manage the skill. So how many of you here are new to this BaZi chart? Yeah, this is probably the first time you actually seeing this. Okay, all right. So many, don't worry, right? So because the purpose of this webinar is to help beginners, right? So if some of you are very already established parser practitioner, yeah. So this is a part for beginner, right? So maybe you can help them. With some of them, they're actually just starting out, right? Yeah, all of us here actually are starting somewhere. I started 7 years ago. I was a beginner before, so I understood, yeah, how you feel. Okay, now let me show you first. Get your parser chart ready. So the first thing, we're talking about activation, right? Because we want to increase our energy level. Then let me show you the this chart here. Do you see a sample parser chart on the screen right now? Okay, all right. So if you're a beginner, this part here represent we call this Nato chart. There are only two section that you would like to actually look into in a parser chart. Only two sections. The first section is this Nato chart. So the Nato chart tells you about what weapon that you given to you. Now you might say, how weapon? Yeah, what does it mean weapon? Weapon is the tool, right? Or a so-called a talent that you have that you can use to achieve something great in your life. Okay, how many of you here play games before, especially role-playing games, where you in a virtual world, you can collect weapons, right? You're given certain weapons. So your parser chart, just like I told the nature part, is about what kind of weapon that you have. So I think some of you heard about there's a 7 killings, right? 7 killings is a sword, right? So you got this the sword. So if you have, let's say you heard about the terms called direct resource. Yeah, direct resource is the health potion, right? The moment have you played some games when your I would say your stamina and your power reduces, and then you drink a drink and then suddenly it boosts up to 100%. Yeah, that one is direct resource. Okay, so how many weapons is there in total? Guys, if you are learned parser before, right? So how many weapons in total? Yes, you're right. There are 10, right? Yeah, so there are direct valve, there are direct officer, yeah, there are indirect resource. Indirect resource is the magic potion. Okay, just in case if you want to know. Okay, so this is the weapons. So, but not all of us here have all the weapons, yeah, in that given to us. So let me show you back the chart first. Okay, so do you see the weapons or not? Yeah, these are the weapon that probably you have or some of you didn't have, right? How about the shield? The shield is direct officer, by the way. Yeah, is to protect. Okay. Judy Tan say, I have it, but you don't know how to use it properly. Okay, yeah, that's why you attend this webinar, right? I will share with you how do you use it, how do you activate this weapon in your life. Are you guys clear so far about this? Okay, nice. So now, and this second part of the parser, if you want to actually analyze your chart, the second part here is about this, what we call the luck pillars. Okay, the luck pillars is the part that as shown on the screen right now is the second section on it. So the luck pillar is the weapon you found along the way. If you play games, right, you go into a virtual world and then you fight different bosses, and then along the way you discover a bonus. Maybe there's a bonus stage, or you can find a hidden chest where there's contains certain weapon inside, right? So luck pillar is something you find along the way. Okay, Nato chart is what given to you. So when we want to understand parser, so the Nato chart represent what you can give, right? Because it's what weapon you have inside. Now what you can contribute. Because that's why a lot of time when we learn parser, we are talking about this people want to know, hey, what is my talent is, what can I do? So basically they're asking, what can I give? Right? You think about this, right? The moment you go to work, why you're in a payroll? Why people pay you money or why you get the salary? Because there must be something you're able to give, right? Something that they wanted. Agree? right? So therefore, when we look at what our talent, what can we learn, we look at the Nato chart. We look at our weapon. Okay, so now the next part here is the second part. Luck pillar talking about is not something you give, but something comes to you. Therefore, I put the word get here, right? You get something. Different luck pillars, you get something new. Yeah, so which one you prefer more? Give or get? Yeah, so we say both, right? Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Of course, both, right? Because if you are think about this, right? If you continuously asking for money, right? They'll do a point that people won't give you money, right? So you must have value, right? So it's a yin and yang. So depends on which part you want to study. Of course, BaZi is a huge subject, but today I'm going to focus on the luck pillar. Okay, the luck pillar is what you're going to get along the way. Yeah, maybe next time I talk about your natal chart, what kind of weapon that is given to you. Now I want to tell you, right, what is the weapon you discover in your journey in life. Okay, so if you look at the chart right now, if you look at the luck pillar, do you see one section is highlighted in beige color or yellow color? Depends on your monitor screen setting. So, and this represent where you are right now in the journey. Yeah, and each location will actually consist of 10 years or a decade. So inside here will tells you what are the weapon will you get along the way. So if you learn BaZi, then you know what is the weapon is. I'm going to show you, right? So now let me give you one important information first. The fact that you're in a certain luck pillar, it doesn't mean that things just automatically happen to you. All right, I want to make this clear first. So because a lot of time I discovered that the moment a lot of people think that the moment they actually go through the wealth luck pillar, right? Go through the wealth luck pillar, and then they start to think, wealth will come automatically. No, right? I want to think like it's just like this. You playing a game, and then you discover there's a weapon. Do you have a choice to pick the weapon or not? Yes, right? Yeah, you can decide not to pick, right? Maybe you think there's something more there, right? But even you pick up the item, right? Would you use it? Also depends, right? If it's too hard, some of you give up. You say it's too hard. It's a bad weapon. Yeah, but some people, they actually take some time to learn how to use the weapon and then they become better. Okay, so why I'm going to tell you this. So luck pillar is not a fulfillment pillar. It's not say you get this, then I go to this luck pillar, I get everything. No, it's just telling you there's a potential of you can use all these things. Okay, so now how do we pick up the thing? This is what in BaZi we call activation. Right, this is what I'm going to talk about today. Right, how if you say, okay, if I decided this, how do I pick it up? How do I use it? So this activation subject here is very vast, right? Is a whole system by itself. Okay, and then normally people pays a lot of money just to do this. You have to learn this. Yeah, but today I'm going to share with you part of it for free. Are you guys okay with this? Yeah, so at least you can learn something from today. Yeah, because why Iverson do this, right? You know why? Let me tell you why. Because tomorrow is holiday. Okay, so feel good, then I want to share with everyone. That's it. Okay, now let me tell you. Yeah, so are you guys ready? Type the word yes if you guys ready. Come on. Okay. Oh wow, we have around 2,000 people already. Wow, nice. Okay, let me share you the first activation technique. Okay. Hold on, let me share the chart first. Okay, all right. So as shown on the screen right now, yeah, this one would be the first activation. So I put human language here is B. Okay, what do I mean B? So this technique here is who you should become. Yeah, who you should become in the luck pillar. You think about this, right? When we learn BaZi, when we learn BaZi, what is the first thing we learn when we learn BaZi? Let me show you a BaZi chart first. Okay, so this is a BaZi chart. Let me tell you, what is the first thing that we learn? This one, right? The day master. Why we want to learn the day master? Because we want to know our character, our nature, our personality, so it's about you. But let me ask you, do you have the same personality throughout your whole life? Are you a different person where you are right now compared to 5 years ago? Yes, very different, right? Yeah, so if you constantly just looking at this, what will happen to you? What will happen to you? No growth. Right? Yes, some of you, Elaine say zombie. Okay, zombie. Okay, nice. Yeah, so does it make sense or not? Right? We don't just learn something blindly, right? You think about your life. Maybe just a year ago, you're a very different person. You become wiser now, right? So therefore, learning this is just a first point of actually using the chart. Yeah, but the real thing here is in our life, we actually evolve so many times, right? So therefore, the luck pillar here is to tell you what kind of, I would say, evolution that you're going through. Okay, so this is the one. So you can see this kind of like a software upgrade, right? If you use an iOS, right? So let me show you another one here. So this one here also the same. This one is your evolution. So remember just now, our first activation technique is about the who you should become, right? So let me say here. So one way to activate the chart is in this current luck pillar, who can you become? Yeah, who can you? What kind of upgrade you can actually activate? So you have you become a better person. How many of you here want to learn this? Okay, nice. Okay, wow, cool. So I want you to look at this, the top one. Yeah, the top element here. This element will tell you if you want to activate your current luck pillar. Yeah, this is a sample chart, right? Of course, if you look at your own chart, this is the person you can become to get the opportunities in the current luck pillar. This is how you activate the luck pillar. Do you guys clear now? There are 10 possibilities here. For this person, is a Yang Earth, right? Okay, so let's use another example here. So like, let's see this. Okay, for this one, this is the person. He can become or to activate or get the opportunities in this luck pillar. Clear? Okay, if you're clear, type the word yes. I know there's a lot of beginner here. So someone say, if a Yang wood means what? Okay, so okay, all right. Let me tell you all of the 10. Are you guys happy or not? Yeah, actually, I recorded this in some of the videos, right? Since you're asking, so since tomorrow is holiday, so I'm going to share with you one by one. Are you guys ready? Okay. So someone asked, is it a death and emptiness? Can I activate or not? All right, doesn't matter. Right, death and emptiness also can activate. Okay, so you see, remember I told you just now, a lot of people learn BaZi, they keep looking at all these things that they're afraid of, like DE, clash, right? So that's the reason I told you earlier on what? You love your chart, right? How come my chart is so beautiful, I cannot accept it? Okay, you should use that mentality to look at the chart, right? Like I see some comment here, if a death and emptiness, how? Did I say about death and emptiness? Yeah, then why are you so afraid of? Okay, so instead of finding reason you cannot activate, why not you find 10 reasons why you should activate it, right? For your own good, right? How many people can benefit from this? Okay, I like Justin's message here. My chart is really too beautiful. Okay, next time I want all of you here to do a practice. Tell your friends, how come my chart is so beautiful? I cannot understand. I cannot accept. Okay, it's a good problem to have. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna go through all the 10, right? Okay, and again, just in case you cannot follow through, don't worry, right? My YouTube video I already recorded the 10-day master. You can listen to That Day Master over and over again. Okay, so it's free. All I ask is once you learn it, share with someone else, help people. Can That's all I'm asking. Okay, someone say send a link. Don't worry. Next, after you go to the YouTube, just search Iverson Lee, it will appear. Okay. Yeah, need some effort one, right? You want to get something, you need to go to youtube.com and then you type my name there. Okay, can do some homework or not, right? Yeah, do that. Okay, now let me go through quickly these 10 possibilities. There are only 10 possibilities here. Okay, now the first one is a yang wood. How many of you here right now, you want to become a yang wood? You want to activate this to unlock opportunities available to you. Okay, nice. Right, so many of you here. Cool. So if you are yang wood in this log pillar, you need to actually be someone that willing to support others. You need to become that person. So which means that you must be okay to play the second fiddle, right? Or probably the supporter in the group. So my advice to you, if you are yang wood, find the right horse to bet in this log pillar, right? Find a great boss to support. Because if you're able to think about this, what if you're able to work closely with Elon Musk? Just an example, right? So you are supporting a great person, then it's worthwhile. Yeah, you don't go and simply find a boss that actually very lazy, that doesn't go to work, so that one is wasting your time. Yeah, so if you are yang wood, you need to find a boss that is worthy, right? Because you're going to spend your time. And if you're able to do that, you will see a lot of opportunities come to you. Okay, all right, clear, right? So this is the one that you. Okay, someone say, how about what if you are entrepreneur? Yeah, if you are entrepreneur, right? So if you're entrepreneur, you need to find a cause to support, right? It could be environment. It will be a cause of environment, maybe a pollution, or you need to fight for to help an underprivileged citizen. Okay, find a cause. Okay, Chubby say, is it a cause equal to reason? Okay, yeah, maybe you can say so, right? So, but cause is more like a purpose, you want to do something. So to support something bigger than yourself. Okay, all right. So it's just a yang wood. Someone asked, how about the 10 God doesn't consider, right? Did I ask you to look at the 10 God? Right, so don't. Right, so the thing here is, if you're too intelligent, yeah, you tend to worry more. Do you realize that all intelligent people, they're depressed? Yeah, they worry too much, and those people that they don't think too much, they're actually very happy. That's a great life, right? So if I didn't mention 10 God, don't look at it, right? So otherwise you feel something wrong, should I need to worry this? No, I just talking about this 10-day master. Okay, all right. Now, okay, I like Ali Lo say, right? Drink more beer to chill and relax. Yes, you're right. Yeah, calm down. Yeah, in Malay, we call this sila bertenang. Okay, in Cantonese, we call lam jing dit. Okay, yeah, 冷静一点. Okay, cool. All right, so now, once we know this, if we actually have this, then let's move on to the next one. Yeah, I need to move through this quickly. Yeah, there are 10 of this. So if you're yin wood, right? If you're yin wood, you need to actually become someone like very adaptable. So if you realize that in a company, right? So whenever a company in trouble or they are actually doing restructuring, so it's not the most intelligent you survive. It's not the most strongest you survive. It's the most adaptable, right? They can blend with the situation. Do you agree with this? Right. So therefore, if you are yin wood, then the person you must become is you need to become adaptable. What do you mean become adaptable? You need to work with the person you don't like. Okay, got it? Right. Most of us, we like to work with what? The person we like. Okay. Yeah. As long as this person respect me, you're my friend, right? Yeah. You think about this, right? If you are a leader, would you consider yourself a great leader if your team, by default, they are already an A team? They are self-motivated. They take initiative. They are proactive. Can you see your leadership can you utilize your leadership? No, right? So a lot of people mistaken they are great leader, yeah, but actually they are not, because their team actually they're independent, right? They know what to do. So the true test of leadership happen, yeah, once you need to lead a team, yeah, that is misfit, right? So they don't respect the status quo, right? They have different. So therefore, if you're yin wood, you need to become someone that you're able to work with different people, even on people that you don't like. Even with the people you don't like. That is this is what I'm talking about, adaptable. So how many yin wood is here? Yin wood, I want to see yin wood. Okay. Yeah, so many, right? Okay. Yeah, so you need to do that, right? You think about this. Yeah, I just spoke with one of my clients, I think this like a week ago, and she told me that she don't like this person, right? So I asked her, yeah, this is a training for her, right? Because she also going through this yin wood luck pillar. And then she said, cannot, this person very hard to manage, right? I don't like this person. The moment I see him, right, I see this person, I want to vomit, for 24 days. I don't know why it's 24 days. That's what she told me. And the thing is like this. I told her this, because I noticed the chart is a yin word. I say, if you just think about the possibility, if you can manage this person, you can talk to this person, even you don't like this person, you can talk to him. Who else you cannot manage in the world? Right? When you change your job, maybe another person are 10 times worse than this person. If you cannot manage this person, you cannot succeed, right? Don't you think your success actually a lot depends on your ability to manage the people you don't like? You guys agree? A lot of time people resign because they cannot you cannot stand your colleague, right? So if you are in a yin wood luck pillar, now you know. Okay, all right. Someone said, warm me 24 days is okay, right? 24 months is too much. Yes. I think she's being exaggerated on the whole thing. Okay, so now the next one. The next one here is would be the Yang Fire, right? Yang Fire. How many of you here is Yang Fire? Okay, me as well. Okay, I'm also a Yang Fire. So if a Yang Fire, you are same clan with me. Okay, nice. Okay, so if you are going through a Yang Fire luck pillar, then the thing is like this: to activate the luck in this luck pillar, you need to be I would say generosity would be the main virtue you need to adopt. You cannot be stingy. Okay, so I'm not asking you to buy the whole village lunch or something, right? So I would say that willing to help, be available. Okay, yeah, the keyword here is like this: be available. Yeah, to life. That is the thing. If your friend asking you, like to help something, be available to them. You think about this. If you have a friend always be available to you, do you like this person or not? Yes, it is. Right? So because a Yang Fire, the purpose of a Yang Fire is to shine, yeah, to help people. So if you are helpful, yeah, so helpful means that you're not calculative. How many of you here, you actually met someone very calculative? Yeah, if you go a lunch with them, and then they split the bill, and then I actually count until the cents, down to the cents. And then if you forget to pay them, they remember for life. Even 10 cents. Right? So if you're like that in a Yang Fire pillar, you cannot do that. Yeah, so I have a friend like this. Yeah, he even bitch on the Facebook, for like few cents. A lot of people already forgot about it, right? But some people is like this, I don't know why. Okay, and they lost their sleep because of this. Yeah, so if you're Yang Fire luck pillar, change. Yeah, when you become helpful, you'll be generous. You help people, right? You see opportunities come with you, because the why would you do this? Because luck pillar is the flow. Yeah, the only these two decisions you have. Are you go with the flow, or are you against the flow? Right? If you do accordingly what is the luck pillar presents to you, then you're with the flow. When you're with the flow, things will become easier. You will see, you will also meet noble people willing to help you, people willing to support you. This is what you do. Okay? All right, do more of it. So this is Yang Fire. Are you guys clear? I give you the keyword, right? Actually, there's much more insight for each Yang Day Master. So the next one, the Yin Fire, right? The Yin Fire is very different. If you're Yin Fire, you think about this in a dark room, right? The moment you light up a candle, so how do you feel? Yeah, in a dark room, suddenly someone lit up a candle, right? Suddenly, what you actually you're able to see the light. You're able to see the hope. Yeah, the hope to continue to take action again, to live for one more day, get up and move forward. Because you know somewhere along the way in the future, yeah, the great life is waiting. Your great destiny is there. Yeah. So if someone able to get you to feel that way, is this person powerful or not? Yes, it is. Right. So Yin Fire is about that. Yeah, your ability to give hope to others. So it's very simple how to activate this. Every day, make a commitment to make 3% happy. Find something good about them. Okay, so I cannot see, oh, this person is not good looking and then stupid. There must be something good about them, right? Yeah, find it, make them happy. Yeah, I know some people say, how come this person is so stupid? You think about this, right? It's not their fault, you know. They do their very best. Agree? Right? Help them improve. Help them see a better version of themselves. Yeah, don't let your default day master limit who you are. Like this morning, I get a consult. This person told me that she's an introvert. She said that, you know, I cannot talk to people because I told her next year she will become popular in social media. I asked her to do something. Then she told me that she's an introvert. Yeah, then I asked her, since which year, yeah, that you accept this story that you are introvert? Yeah, which year is that? Is it during your childhood someone sell the story that you're introvert? Yeah, there must be one point, right? Yeah, so therefore, every time you say I am, there must be some point in your life that you tell yourself that story, agree? And you assume it's true throughout your life. You tell everyone I'm introvert. Yeah, so I asked her to recall back, or maybe childhood time, right? A teacher maybe told her, right? Yeah, that's where you believe it. So if you are Yin Fire, you help people to see better. You help people to recreate a new story for themselves. Don't you think this is powerful? Yeah, everything starts from yourself first, right? The moment you see yourself differently, you can do so many things. Yeah, it's a thing about identity. A lot of people say, right? How come after I give birth to a child, my luck changed? Suddenly things will be different. It's nothing to do with the children that give you the luck. It's because your identity is different. Now you see yourself as a father and as a mother, then you automatically think differently. Agree? Right? So therefore, this Yin Fire is the ability to help them to recreate their story in their life. So it's inspiring, right? So it can move mountain because Yin Fire is the only element that can, I would say, change the structures of the remaining 4 elements. Yeah, it's really powerful. Therefore, this element is life-changing. Okay, nice. Okay, so if you're Yin Fire, make a commitment every day. Make 3% light their day up, right? Brighten their day. Say something good. If they ask you whether they are fat or not, say no. Okay? You are as beautiful as you are. And then change topic. Yeah, tell them the weather is very nice. Okay? Just change the topic quickly so they won't detect anything. Okay? All right, cool. Yeah, that's what I do last time, right? So because I'm not very good in lying, so after I actually answer them, I just change the topic. Oh, the weather is very good today. Then I say, oh, is it? Yes, it is. Then suddenly the focus change. Now the next one, yeah, then the next one here is after Yin Fire is a Yang Earth, right? So if you are Yang Earth, then Yang Earth is about you need to be attentive, you need to observe. Right, this is a time that you see that your surrounding, there's a lot of opportunities, so you need to pay attention. So these are the time you need to listen to other people conversation, like you have a conversation with others, listen how other people idea, observe the trend, everything happen around you, then you can actually have some great idea that actually come out of this. Yeah. So the keyword here, if your Yang Earth, is purely observation. Okay, peace of mind. Yeah, that is the Yang Earth, because Yang Earth doesn't move, right? They just observe. Yeah. So these are the time that you can actually cultivate your patience. Right. These are the time to do it. How many of you here go through a Yang Earth luck pillar? Okay, so now you know what to do. Yeah, sit down, don't overreact. Yeah, you didn't say something doesn't mean you're not aware what is happening, right? Observe the trend, everything else, and then it will give you a lot of ideas. Okay, nice. Okay, someone say, I saw some of your question. Can I look at the bottom? No, right? It's the top, because the top element is the, I would say, is the appearance. Is the person, what you portray. Yeah, the person you become. Yeah, so it's not the bottom. I'm not asked you to look at the bottom, right? So let's continue that way. We only look at the top because we're talking about the personality. Yeah, the person you want to become is always obvious at the top. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, and by the way, side story aside, if you are Yang Earth, there's also a tendency that you might grow horizontally. Okay, this is not important. Yeah, this is just in case information. Okay, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, hopefully. Someone asked whether chubby or not. Yeah, so yeah, chubby is very subjective one, right? Because there's a borderline between chubby and fat, right? So different people, different perception, right? So I leave it to you, right? You the one decide on it. Okay, now if you are Yin Earth, your Yin Earth then means one thing, right? If you're Yin Earth, then I would say that you need to actually be multi-talented. Yeah, so this is the thing for you. Need to learn different skill, then you can actually succeed. For example, like if you are in the sales department, yeah, then learn about marketing, or maybe you learn about a little bit about design. How do you publish a Facebook campaign, right? Learn copywriting. Yeah, make yourself indispensable. If you are Yin Earth, okay, learn different things. So don't specialize on one thing, right? And also be omnipresent. You're everywhere. Yeah, that is Yin Earth for you. Okay, now the next one is Yang Earth. Sorry, Yang Metal. What I'm talking about. Right? How many of you here are Yang Metal? Okay, nice. Okay, if you're Yang Metal, yeah, if you're Yang Metal means one thing, right? Your Yang Metal is you need to actually find the hardest thing to do. Not so fun, right? If you're Yang Metal, yeah. If you're going, how many of you here going through Yang Metal right now? Yeah, if you actually look for a shortcut, you opt for a shortcut way, yeah, then you see a lot of obstacle. Yeah, so but if you're willing to take the challenge, for example, like this, let's say you have a discussion with your boss, right, in his office, and then your boss say, okay, you've been in this company for 2 years. Which department you would like to be in? Then you're going to tell your boss, if you are Yang Metal, which is the hardest department right now? That's the toughest one. I want to be in there and solve the problem. Yeah, that is a Yang Metal power. Okay, so in Cantonese, we call this FJ, right? 有反劲, yeah, right? Easy one, don't want to do one. Okay, do the hardest one to go through that because you want to force your metal to become a sword. That is the thing here, right? So it's called #FJ. All right, nice. Okay, all right. So now how many left here? Okay, another 3 here, another 3. Okay, let's do this. Sin metal. Sin metal, if you are sin metal or yin metal, yeah, so the thing here is the keyword here, let me give the keyword first, is about reputation, right? You need to guard your reputation well here, which means that you must learn how to market yourself. I know that if you are work in a company, right? If you are really put all your, sweat and tears in your work, you will actually automatically assume that your boss or the someone you are reporting to will understand all the hard work that you put in. And in a real world, that doesn't know. Do you know that your boss is busy? They have their own worries and struggle and challenges. Yeah, there's no way they will understand exactly how much work you put in until a point that you make it obvious to them. Yeah, so this is the one I'm telling you is called self-marketing or take someone credit in a good way lah. Basically, don't. You also do something, but maybe your team do something and say, okay, because of my leadership, right? So the team is better. Of course, I'm not asking you to telling lies. Yeah, but I say that learn how to promote yourself. How many of you here are yin metal? Okay, all right, nice. Yeah, so this is the one that you need to learn how to market yourself. Then you see a lot of opportunities come, right? So sometimes mention about your achievement, yeah, make yourself obvious. So if your entrepreneur means that look for some award to win, right? Some business are certain industry that have certain awards, right? Yeah, so build your profile that way. Learn how to market your business. Branding is important. Okay, cool. All right, nice. Okay. The next one is rainwater, right? Rainwater is very simple. Yeah, rainwater, you need to think big. Yeah, rainwater. If you are rainwater, yeah, you need to think big. So which means that the goal that you have should be big enough that makes you work like 12 hours per day, right? Something challenging because rainwater is the biggest element in the world. It's the ocean water. It constitutes 70% of the earth composite, right? So therefore, this is the one that about think big. How many of you have rainwater? Okay, nice. Think big not means getting fat, all right? Okay, I saw some of you actually saying that. Is it mean that I'm going to gain? No, not that kind of thing. Think big. Yeah, you're too creative already. All right. So means like this, right? So if you strive for like, let's say I want to actually improve my salary by 5%. Yeah, tell yourself it's too little. What is 5% is? Right? I want to make 50%. Is it possible or not? Right? Find a way to achieve that. Okay, so that's what I mean, right? Raise your standard. Yeah, so don't let your peers or your friends influence you, that where and put you in a spot that you cannot grow or mediocre, right? So to do that, if you rainwater, because rainwater cannot contain like ocean water, like tsunami, right? You need to actually express. Yeah, and along the way, if you're able to have this kind of goal here, then you actually you can attract a lot of opportunities in this love pillar, this activation. Okay, all right. So finally, right? Finally is a yin water. How many of you have yin water in your current luck pillar right now? Only the current luck pillar. I'm not talking about your day master. All right. If you're yin water, these are the pillar that I want you to find. I want you to find something, a person where you can nurture them to become successful. Yeah, because yin water is about growing the next generation, right? So if you work for someone, you grow a team, you support them, mentor them along the way. Yeah, this is something you can do really well because this water is supposed to grow the wood. Okay, all right. So this is one you can do. So if you are thinking, hey, can I start a YouTube channel where I can share some video to teach the younger generation how to achieve something great in their life? That is a yin water, right? So if you're yin water, I would say some of you, as I saw some of your comments just now, you're asking, right? Hey, I don't have someone to teach or mentor. Upload your video online, which in fact you even can reach to more people. Okay, yes, Angela Lewis said out correctly here. Yeah, be a teacher. Yes, be a teacher of life. Yeah, you can be, if you're thinking like, if you're Yin Water luck pillar, you're thinking, should I be a KOL or should I start my own on social media identity? Do it now. People will appreciate your effort and the content that you are you're going to post that. All right. Okay, nice. Okay, so what I just go through, yeah, although it's a very lengthy process, it's all the 10-day master the keyword. How do you activate in this luck pillar? And you can use this information for your to help your friends and your family member as well. Is it useful or not? Is this useful? Do you like this? Yeah, this is the first technique of activation. Yeah, and so you don't constrain by your own day master. It's boring, right? Just one day master. Come on. You have a whole life, you just stick with one day master, right? Okay, nice. Okay, all right. Some of you say you missed some of the day master. Don't worry, right? So you look at the YouTube channel. There are some. I actually explain all the day master there. Okay, all right, cool. So now, any questions? Yeah, let's pause for a while to see if okay. I think Francis Woon already list down all the keywords. Yeah, thanks, Francis, for this. I just look at that text from Francis. Then you have all the keywords there. Okay, nice. Okay, now if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Okay, Adeline say that your luck pillar in the bottom is a fire, is a clash, doesn't matter. Right? Clash is not a problem. Okay, Diana asks, am I talking about the day master or the luck pillar? I'm talking about the luck pillar. Right? Let me share which part I'm talking about because some of you just joined, right? So here, this part. Okay, clear? Okay, that's the one that you should look into. Do you see what I shared just now, guys? Okay, clear? Huh? All right, nice. So this is, let's see what else, what other questions you have here. A lot of you here ask totally out of topic questions. So right now I pretend not to see it. Yeah, so any answer question that is relevant to what we shared today. Okay, someone say, what if the luck pillar is same as a luck pillar? Yeah, it's the same means it's identical. That's it, right? Yeah, so I'm not interested in your day pillar right now. Okay, Pei Hong say, what should we anticipate after activating our luck pillar? The moment you activate the luck pillar, you see more opportunities coming in, right? People will respond to you better. They're willing to help you. You get more support and you gain more clarity. Yeah, because let's say, yeah, you asked a very good question. Let's say someone is a yang metal. Yeah? Let me just test whether all of you here pay attention or not. If someone going through a yang metal luck pillar right now, who is this person should become? If it's a yang metal, you need to find the hardest thing to do, right? Okay, now, if this person chose not to do it, he say, I want to do the most easiest thing in life, maybe collecting money from the toll plaza, okay? Or become a stamp collector. I'm not sure whether that is a real job or not. It seems like some people like to do that. So what will happen? It's not just you don't get the opportunities. Certain event will happen or a lesson for you to learn. So I put you in a position where you can do something uncomfortable. So the question here is either you change first or you let certain event happens. This is how we do prediction in the luck pillar, right? So if you say I'm a yang metal, I don't want to expand my what I'm doing right now. I want to do things easy. I go home by the moment the clock hit sharp at 5 p.m. If you do this, then maybe, right, there's certain event might happen. You might get downs. Maybe the company is downsizing and you got affected, and then you need to learn it the hard way. Okay, so that's how that is the trick how people do prediction about the luck pillar. Yeah, it's happened like this. So now the question here is, do you want to control the change or you let the event to change you? It's for you to decide. Right? If you want to control, you be that person first. If you're not, then a lot of lessons along the way that or problems is because you haven't learned this yet, then do this. For example, like your Yin Wood. Yin Wood is about become adaptable, right? And you refuse to do it, then you have a lot of people, maybe you're in a victim of a political game in the office, right? Or maybe you piss off your boss. And because of that, you don't get opportunities. Okay? All right. So, okay, are you guys clear? Okay, someone say growing horizontally for Yang Earth. Okay, among all the things I said, you only remember that. That's really funny. Okay, that one is by the way information, all right? It's a side effect of the luck pillar. You really make my day. Okay. I see so many of you asking about okay, so how do you control that? Right, easy, right? How do you control that? Yeah, I think a lot of you here know, right? So it's about your diet, your lifestyle, lah. Okay, all right, cool. Now, it seems a lot of you here like talking about the growing horizontally. Okay, what you want to know? Yeah, now you ask me. Now I have I would say I'm mentally ready to answer your question. Okay, ask me now. Okay, Cynthia Law says chubby is a new thing in period 9. Yes, it is. It's cool. All right, yes, period 9. If you're chubby, then period 9, you look good, right? People will actually, this is what the beauty standard is. You're right. Okay, Nylene say, how do I get maximum money on luck pillar? Right, this one is exactly what I'm going to talk about on the second activation. Okay, so let's answer the first activation question first. Okay, what is the criteria of being chubby? Yeah, very simple. You add fat and thin, and then you divide by 2. Then you get chubby. Yeah, right, easy. Okay. I also don't know how to explain. How do you describe chubby, right? So I think that's the best way I can, right? If it's not, then you just Google something. All right, so now let's move on, right? Let's move on here. I think I answered a lot of your question already. So the thing here is the second one I'm going to talk about. So today I'm going to talk about tree activation. All right, tree activation. Now let's move on to the second one I'm going to talk about here. Is second activation is about do, right? Is doing. So which means like someone just now asked, right? What can I do to actually create more money, you know, and or maybe you want to create financial freedom, right? So in order to make money, do you guys agree you need to be valuable, right? The more valuable you are, the more money you make. Correct, right? So when we look at the luck pillar, you need to look at what skills that you can actually add to help you to actually make more money, and then people will like your service. You're able to solve other people's problems. Then that won't be a good one, right? So every time people ask you how do you make more money, ask them, increase your contribution, right? The amount of money you get is directly related to amount of contribution that you're able to provide, right? So basically, are you valuable or not, right? So if you refuse to be valuable, means that you don't want to, people don't need you, right? Yeah, then people don't need you means that why people want to bother, right? So like a lot of time people ask me, like during consult, they will say, hey, I want to be a parter coach. Is it suitable or not? So then I look at the chart. Yes, your chart is suitable, but it doesn't mean you're going to be succeed in doing that, right? Why? Because I asked them, right? Let's say right now you have become a parter coach, and then another 9 parter coach approaching me. They want to help me to do a consultation, right? So let's say you're one of the parter coach. You actually say, hey, Iverson, right? Would you like to be my client or not? Then I'm going to ask you one question. The question is like this: among all the 10 coaches approach me, why I should choose you? and I only have 30 seconds. I got a flight to catch, right? So tell me, sell to me, right? Why I should choose you among the rest of Parter coach? You're not the only Parter coach, right? Yeah. So how would you answer that question? There must be certain skill you have, right? It's not just knowing Parter, right? So your good is your ability to solve certain problems, right? So to answer the question correctly, right, is the trick here is to ask a question, right? Iverson, what are you truly desire right now? If you're able to actually attack that problem, let's say right now, I want to actually, one thing, I discovered that got white hair. I don't like it. Okay, so now if you tell me that if I have achievement system can reverse your gray hair, then I will say, come on, take my wallet. I give it to you. Yeah. So, right. So you have value right now. You can use achievement to reverse gray hair, So I also want to learn. Come on, I'm serious. Okay. Right. So that, don't you think that's a skill to you can learn? So let me show in the luck pillar, the way to activate the second part. Remember, the first part is about become, right? Who you should become. The second activation here is something got to do with doing, right? So doing. So would you able to know what problem I'm facing? If you're able to know it and then you're able to solve it, then I will say I give you whatever you want. Yeah, that's the key thing here. So now, the luck pillar will tell you what kind of thing that the market need from you right now. Okay, do you want to learn this or not? But you must do one, you must acquire the skill. Okay, now let me show you the chart again. Okay, the chart again. Okay, so do you see your Parter chart on the screen right now? Do you see it? Okay, so when just now this one, this is old story already. Just now we talked about the first one. Let me just clear this. I don't know how to clear this. Okay, now let's say this is a luck pillar. So let me zoom in a little bit, just in case some of you find hard to see. So just now we talked about the top talking about the person you become, right? But if you want to talking about harnessing certain skill that is valuable in the current time or what the market needs, is this one at the bottom. This is called the 10 gods, the skill you need to harness. So you're in demand. You're in the right timing, doing the right thing that people want, right? So if you're selling face masks in pandemic, don't you think it's timely? Yes. Yeah, you might not be very bright, but you still can make a lot of money, right? So the luck pillar talking about timeliness. Yeah, that's the thing here. Okay, understand? So now for this person here, if this person want a wise from you, then you say, hey, what can you do? So look at this is F, right? So F stand for what? Friend. So you need to know what is the friend's skill is. Then you need to cultivate on it. Okay, let me give you another example here. So, okay, this one. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, now, okay, this one here, like this. This is the rod wealth. You see a rod wealth here, right? So this is a skill you should do. But some of you got 3, right? Always look at the center. For example, let's say your luck pillar is this one, right? Look at this, the center one. For this one is indirect wealth. Okay, all right, clear. So, and again, I won't go through each of the 10, right? If I go through, it'll take me another 2 hours. But how many of you here don't know the 10 gods? Like you don't know what is the RW means. Okay, a lot of you here don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay, why not like this? Pay attention to the chat box right now. Pay attention to the chat box. Yeah, my YouTube God. All right. So now I'm going to pose it. Okay, now for a while, pause. Stop posting on the chat box for a while, right? Because I'm going to post something there so every one of you can see. If you keep posting, my message will actually got covered by the rest of the message. So I just sent in the chat box right now. There's a link there, right? And then don't view it now, because this webinar is not over yet. All right. This one is a Thank God, because I don't, if I want to talk about this, it'll be another 1 hour. Yeah, I'm lazy to talk about it. Even just now, the 10-day master also a bit lazy. Right, 10. I don't repeat the 10 again, you know. So I better you do it for your own free time, and then you do something like this. Yeah, as you know me a little bit, I'm not someone like to do like 10 things. I repeat everything. It's too routine for me. Yeah, I might fall asleep, you know. Yeah, it's a bit weird, right? While doing a webinar, I fall asleep. Yeah, so better not. Okay. Yeah, so now because it's already there, so exactly like a rock wealth, I'm going to tell you what to do. You learn the skill, and the moment you learn it, then you will see improvement because people need your skill on that area. So, for example, right now, when I'm going through that time, is going through hurting officer, luck pillar. Tell me, some of you learned BaZi before, right? So, what should I learn during that time? This happened like, I think 9 years ago. Yes, public speaking. But that time when I look at my own chart, I say, are you sure or not, right? Are you kidding me? I'm a programmer, right? So come on, I hate to talk to people. I think everyone is evil. Okay, that's what I've been told. So I think, so that time I really think that way. And then I say, hey, but my chart says that I should learn this. Yeah, so I bite the bullet and then I learn it. And thanks to everyone's support, at least right now, I can do some webinar like this. Okay, yeah, so and the thing is like this, I know a lot of you here might thinking, right? If I learn the skill and after 10 years, my luck pillar will change, right? So will the skill I learned automatically disappear or not? No. If you own it, which means you already take the weapon. Remember I told you just now, right? You're taking the weapon, right? You take it already. Even you go to another country or walk to somewhere else, the weapon is still with you. But what if you, let's say during my period of hurting officer, which I supposed to learn public speaking, and I didn't do it, and then after the luck pillar over, I go to another luck pillar, which is not hurting officer, then only I decided to learn it. What happened? Harder. Right? Maybe there are no opportunities as much as last time, right? Maybe I don't get to meet the right people to do it for me, right? So just to tell you a little bit of background here, when I decided to learn this, that time actually Dato Joey gave me opportunities, a platform for me to practice public speaking. Yeah, so because if you want to practice public speaking, right, it's not about just attending a training online. Yeah, that thing I don't think can help. So by going through the following the flow, I do it. And I mean, in a way, I'm fortunate enough, you know, to meet Dato Joey. And then he say, hey, Iverson, right, since you want to do this, I give you a chance, right? You have a platform. You practice it. Okay, yeah. So that one is hurting officer luck pillar. Okay, do you understand? Right? I want you to understand the concept. Right? What does it mean? You can check the book or you can go through the video, everything, you can do it. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of people always ask me, who is my nobleman? Yeah. Dato Joey is the first one coming to my mind. So if he haven't gave me the chance to transit to this, I think I'm still a programmer right now. Maybe I'm a fat, no center parting hair, you know, and then my trousers is very high until here. Okay, so that's how I imagine that is me, you know, if I didn't take this route, you know. So, okay, come on. All right, so therefore, this is my experience of using the chart, right? So I wouldn't tell you something that I didn't do it myself, right? It's cool to be technical, right? So, but if you look at whatever I'm telling you, either I do it or something, I help my client to do that so I can share with you. Look to you eye to share with you, because this thing you cannot learn from the classic, right? Because the classic is a very predictive way of learning. You say, okay, this thing happens to you, you know, all these things, right? So, but if you know it in advance, you can actually take charge to do it. And of course, right? Someone's always asked me, hey, Iverson, if you learn BaZi, can you control the whole destiny or not? I would say no, right? So I would say that we are just a human. Right? So we still need some form of luck and grace along the way, right? Agree? Right? We can do our best to learn BaZi and then follow the flow. I think that's it, right? So we are not come to a point that is so egoistic that think we can control every single thing in our life. It's not, I don't think that's possible, because I think there's a larger force in play. But I feel that if you're going through the flow, you can actually make the best of who you are, right? And then enjoy the ride. Yeah, a lot of people always say, I want to follow the flow, right? Follow the flow, follow the flow. But you only can follow the flow when you give your best. Agree? Right? But a lot of people lazy, right? They say, I just want to do anything. I just follow the flow. That one is not follow the flow. Yeah, that one, they are just lazy. They use the excuse of following the flow. Yeah, so now, if you want to follow the flow, look at your luck pillar, look at the bottom character. What does it mean? How many of you here go through HO, like what I did 10 years ago? Okay, now are you doing that or not? Right? So if you haven't, start to think, right? And then don't think too long, right? So but I'm a very kind person. I'm not very pushy. So I give you until tomorrow. Okay, that is the deadline for you. Yeah, if someone pushy, they'll ask you to start immediately after this webinar, So I'm a kind person, right? So tomorrow, the moment you wake up, do something about it. Okay, yeah, because the luck pillar, if you pass it, I'm telling you, you want to do that, then it's hard, much more harder. Okay, all right. So now, okay, and how many of you here want to increase your luck instantaneously? Yeah, how many of you here want to increase your luck? Oh, so many of you, huh? Okay, all right. So let me see what can I do for you. I have something. I think some of you here already have this, but for some of you haven't yet. So let me just see what can I do for you. Hold on, I think something, or maybe you cannot get it because something wrong with my computer. Okay, all right. Something wrong with my computer. I don't know why. Okay, just hold on for a moment. So whether I can fix this or not. Hopefully I can. Okay, all right. So, okay, got it. I got it for you. Don't worry. I get this. Okay, this is become lucky. All right. How many of you here want this? You want, and this is the thing I'm going to share with you. Some of you already know this. This is a pure, unsullied, pure energy. Okay. So, and this is the one that you are, I'm going to share. This is something you can tap anyway. And if you're actually interested, how many of you here want to increase your energy to become more lucky? Okay. Now, this only available for 1 month, right? Only for 1 month. Is in my Telegram. I know that most of you already got this. Yeah, so, but you only can practice this starting November 7th. Yeah, I saw some of my messages is asked when to start. So this is the time. Right, so, and if I look at the chart here, these boxes here, I like it a lot. It's a pure energy, right? The moment you have a pure energy, you're able to cleanse negative energy or allow you to let go on something, and then you have the energy to pursue the dream that you want, right? And the instruction, right? If some of you haven't, how many of you haven't seen this yet? Yeah, type the word me. Or if you already, all of you already seen this, then I will not. Oh, so many of you haven't seen this yet. Okay, all right. So I would actually, to do this, you just join the Telegram channel, right? This Telegram channel have, this is a link here. Just take a screenshot first. And then you can actually, I recorded an audio, a voice recording detailing what is this energy is and a mantra. How do you tap to this energy? Okay, you need to follow the mantra. Okay, that but you need to only start this. This energy got expiry date when yeah, slightly longer than a fresh milk, 1 month. Okay, so this is not UHT milk, this is fresh milk. So only 1 month, starting from November and then until December. Yeah, so if you don't do this after this month, then this energy will disappear. Okay, all right. So okay, again, some of you asked where is the link. Okay, pay attention to the chat box right now. Okay, chat box. Okay, all right. So This is the one. If you're asking where is the link, this is the one. Okay. And yeah, this is one I posted every month, right? So, and every month they have different energy. Then this is how we do it. Okay, now let's move on. Now let's move on to the third one. Okay, to the third one. Remember just now, what is the first activation again? Yeah, the first activation talking about becoming to activate the luck pillar. And then the second activation talking about doing, right? So the third activation, okay, let me show the third activation you can actually use is flow. Okay, let me explain to you what is flow means. Because the luck pillar, that it doesn't stop, right? It will actually continue to actually move on from one pillar to another. So how do you create a life that is more smoother, and then I would say more happier, and all this thing here is if you're able to follow the flow. Okay, the flow is very important. So in the BaZi chart, there are different in the luck pillar, there are different flow, yeah, to do it. So, and let me see which way I can explain to you, because some of you are very new here. Okay, let me just show you the chart first. Okay, let me show you the chart. Okay, so do you see the chart right now? Okay, let me just zoom out first. Okay, nice. So this chart here, for example, like this person, right? This person actually going through this pillar. So you need to know this pillar, what is the strongest energy? Yeah, you have to go with the flow, right? You need to follow the energy. So this energy, how do you know which energy is the dominant in this luck pillar? Very simple. Look at this animal sign. Okay, so for this person, is this person going through what? Yin wood, right? So it's a wood. So all you need to do, you need to check at the bottom here. Look at the wood element. The wood element is here, right? This is called wood. Is the wood strong or weak? Here, right? It's not so strong, right? Yeah, so it's weak. So if you're going through wood luck pillar, so is this smoother or not? More luck or not? Yes, it is, right? Because you need wood element. Okay, let me give you another example here. All right, so right now, okay, this person is going through what? Okay, let me just zoom in. Maybe it's too small for you. Okay, tell me, which element that this person going through right now? Water, right? So look at the animal sign. The rat is belong to water, right? So this person are going through water luck. So if you look at the water luck, you scroll down at the bottom there, and then you see this. Where is the water? Okay, water already strong, right? Water is already strong, right? Do this person need more water? No, right? So don't you think in order to get something, this person need to work extra hard for it? It's not say it's a bad thing, right? So you need to put extra hard, get help as well from other people. Yeah, because this is not the element you need. And in BaZi study, water element represent thinking. So will this person likely will going through some emotional issue or not? Or even depression? Yes, it is. Okay, so the flow is incompatible. Okay, so now let's do another one. Yeah, some of you are very new. Let's do this. Okay, let me just use this. Okay, this one already used. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is 1922. It's too long life. Already exceeded the 10 luck pillar. Nice. Okay, let's talk about this one. I think I already used up everything already. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. This is wood, right? This is a wood, and then at the bottom, or this one I done already. Come on, already memory or so weak already. Okay, now this one. This one is earth. This one is earth element right now. So now look at the bottom of the chart. So what is the earth element for this person? Is here, right? Only 40%. So do we like more earth or not? Do we like more earth? Yes. Okay. So this person right now going through there'll be more help. They're more smoother. It's all these things. This is what we call luck, right? Luck is not something we can explain. It's just there, right? So for us to know whether that you are in flow or you're not in flow is something that to do with, this is how you check it, right? So if you are not in flow, then you must have a different strategy, right, to approach this part here. Because if you're not in flow, which means that everything you do, you must actually have backup, and then you also have you need to put more extra effort to it. Okay, get more help, learn more skill. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, because once you're able to overcome that part, yeah, then the next luck pillar, maybe you can get most reward because the next luck pillar may be smoother for you. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let me explain this part for you. Right. So this is the force of destiny. Right. Remember, we're talking about the flow. The flow, this one is the luck pillar. We need to follow the flow. How many of you here don't like the flow of your current luck pillar right now? Maybe is you go through the element you don't need, or you see some 7 killings there. 7 killing represent obstacles, right? So how many of you here don't like the luck pillar? Not only the next 10 years, but the next 30 years. Okay, all right. Okay, so most of the time, the moment you encounter this kind of chart, yeah, this is what the standard advice people will give. It will tell you, because the luck pillar is the most you can get, they're telling you, okay, you just need to accept it. Yeah, because it's the luck pillar, it's like that, right? It cannot change. If your natal chart is not good, you still can rely on the luck pillar. It's sort of like a second chance for you. But if your luck pillar also, you say that it's not so good, then they'll say, okay, that's it, right? That's the best I can help you, right? It's beyond my domain. Yeah, but little of people know that there are another playing force out there is period 9, right? I see a lot of you here just now told me that you're going to looking forward for the period 9 program, right? So yeah, this is the one that they are talking about, right? The huge energy shift in period 9. And how does this period 9 energy in play? It go in a parallel direction with your luck pillar. And I've been told that in this webinar, most of the people already enroll. Okay, thank you for that. Right, really, thank you for that. Yeah, so and thank you for your support and your faith in me. And the class is going to coming soon. But some of you is very new, and then you say, hey, what is this all about, right? So, and let me tell you something a little bit about period 9. Period 9 telling you the big boss in period 9 is Li Guang. Okay, this is a period 9 boss. So which means that if you want to be in flow, do you want to follow the nature of the Li Guang, or you want to against it? Of course, you want to be in flow, right? So therefore, you need to know who is the leader in period 9. Okay, so everything the period 9 attribute is, so the secret is like this. You just follow. That's it, right? Then, which means that you're period 9 compliant. So, and some of you very new here, you're asking, hey, what does the period 9 will affect? The period 9 will start on 2024, which in fact already starting now because the energy already in, but the official date is 2024. So it will affect the way you interact with your partner. Okay, so, and it also will impact your career, because certain career will become obsolete about on certain job will no longer exist in the next 10 years. So if you study a subject, you better make sure the subject is relevant, right? How about business will be different? I think you can see right now through the pandemic, a lot of business model is no longer working, and a new business model are created, right? And then investment is also different. How about feng shui? Also will be different, because in period 9, if your feng shui right now is good, right, it doesn't mean your period 9 you'll be in a good feng shui. And on the opposite side, if your house feng shui is bad right now, it doesn't mean it's going to stay bad in period 9, right? So you want to know, what kind of feng shui your house have, whether it's compliant or not, right? And how about relationship will change? Your health, right? What are the health issue in period 9? And also, how do you tap to the luck and opportunities in period 9? Okay, so this is the thing here. So, and it's a time, right? Period 9 is a time you're going to actually able to reset and restart, because it actually I would say level down the playing field. So everything right now, everyone will start from the same level, right? So this doesn't happen very often. So you want to take advantage of it. And as I told you just now, I think most of you here are already will be joining us, already enrolled for this. This is the program I'm talking about. 27 to 28 November 2021. This is a live stream program. I'm going to teach how do you actually thrive in period 9. So after this program, there are two groups of people, right? One is period 9 compliant, and one is not, right? Just like some are vaccinated, some are anti-vax, right? So therefore, this is the one that I'm going to teach in this month, basically. Oh, it's so fast, right? Time really flies. We're already in November. So this on 27 and 28. It's a live stream, so you can learn right at the comfort at your own home. So, and like some of you just now mentioned about Chubby, right? I think so many of you here just now mentioned. Then someone asked, what is the Chubby? Why people talk about Chubby? Because in period 9, because it's a Li Gua, and then also the Bazi of period 9, it indicates someone that is chubby is a new beauty standard. Because Cho Ping Eng asked, who is this? Stephanie asked a sneak peek, please. Now I'm telling you one of the sneak preview, right? So Stephanie, you need to ask yourself, are you right now chubby or not? So how is it a good news for everyone here? If chubby is a new beauty, how many of you here, this is a good news for you? The moment you hear that chubby is a new beauty. Oh, okay, all right, nice, right? So because this is the third time I'm teaching period 9. I started teach this class in 2019, right? So I still remember the moment when I revealed to them one of the trend in period 9 is about chubbiness. And some of the students actually, they stand up and then they give high five to someone sitting next to them. They're so happy. Right? They say, wow, now finally I don't need to lose weight anymore. Right? So, but you think about this, right? So put jokes aside. Do you realize that nowadays, if you look at all the lingerie, advertisement, fashions, do you realize that all of them actually they are portraying all these are more flashy, chubby model? Right? Do you realize this or not? Yeah, and then also in period 9, I think 2-3 years ago, I tell them, right, virtual reality is a big thing. If you want to invest that time, you must find those companies to invest. How many of you attended my first class in period 9? Right? We talk about that, right? So now if you see, so many me here, right? So how many of you really take action to do something? And right now, Facebook changed their name to Metaverse. Meta, right? That one is focused on virtual reality. Right? So if you take action early on, something big. I also tell them, in 2020, in the mid of 2020, there'll be a breakthrough to go into period 9, right? And also virtual currency is one of the things during the time of transit. If you bought Bitcoins during that time, right, you're going to make a lot of profit, right? So you see that all of this sign here actually will be actually going on period 9. Okay, so if some of you are, because the first thing you will say, hey, what is the first step I should do? I think the first thing here I'm going to share with you is how do you protect yourself to become period 9 compliant? Okay, all right. So this one is you need to get a protection, right? Because we are from period 8 to period 9. So now, and let me share with you what I'm going to cover here. This is not the exhaustive list. There'll be more, but this is the thing that I'm going to cover in this program. So it's parts activation, because all of our parts, some of your parts will be super great in period 9. Some of your parts, right? You see more noble people, you have more opportunities, so we want to know, who it is. And also, I want to share with you the 9 big transformation in career and businesses, because the trend will change. I'm going to talk about more, right? So I'm going to add more depth into it. So, and then period 9 compliant feng shui. I want to share with you how to make your feng shui house period 9 compliant, and also for investment purposes as well. Will it be great? Because this one is 20 years, right? You want to tap to these opportunities. And then, of course, I'm going to also talk about romance and relationship. Yeah, this is a part, because period 9 is the era of woman, right? So therefore, this is really important, right? How do you actually have a great relationship, right, between male and female, right? Or maybe also, this one not on, because period 9, you see also a lot of, I would say, same-sex relationship as well. So this is the part that also will be a big thing, right? So of course, we also need to know how to interact, right? How to improve those relationships. So this is the thing, right? Like you see right now, there's a non-binary, right? So the kind of thing here. So in period 9, this is something that will be big, right? So it's something common. So you need to know how to manage this kind of relationship as well, right? So it's something new. So so you want to grow with your partner, right? So it's nothing wrong, right? So it's nothing wrong with it. It's just how the evolution of the earth is going through. Okay. And then also the last thing here, because in period 9, let me tell you upfront, right? There'll be a lot of people depressed. So if you are a psychiatrist, then you make a lot of business in period 9. Or someone that can cure mental health. Okay, so therefore, I purposely include 7 spiritual laws of success and happiness in period 9. Yeah, so you're well equipped with the energy, the Li Gua energy. So you can actually protect yourself, right? And then so your mental health is good, right? You notice, a lot of people are depressed a lot. Yeah. So how many of you here are psychiatrists, or your job here are help people to have a better mental health, not just physically, but as a being? Okay. Wow. So many people here. All right. Nice. Your skill, your profession will be well sought after in period 9. Okay. Yeah. Counselor included. Okay. Cool. So Chinese metaphysics also part of this. So, and of course, in feng shui, I'm going to talk about purpose script as well. So, and also we want to be the new challenger, right? Who will be the new challenger in period 9? So we want to talk about it. How do you actually win big in period 9? So after all this, I will share with you what are the systems that I'm going to use, right? So, and this thing here is like this. I'm going to use 4 systems to help you to win big in period 9. So the system I'm going to use is Bazi, Feng Shui, Qigong, Dunjia, and Yi Jing. So at this point, if you're a beginner, you might think, right, is it too much for me or not? Is it too technical? Can I learn this without any background in Chinese metaphysics? The answer is yes, right? Because this program is designed not to help you to understand the technical part. This is about our application. Even you don't have any sort of knowledge about Yi Jing or anything here, you're still able to benefit from this program here. Okay? All right. So how many of you here interested to know more about this? Yeah. Give me type the word me. I want to know who is the person who like to learn about this. Okay, nice. So if you are interested, this is the investment cost for a life fees, right? So it's 997. Yeah, this is the cost that if I'm doing this in a classroom, where I need to pay for the rental of the room, the hall, everything, the heavy equipment. Yeah, this is what, because pandemic is over, sooner or later, we're going to back to the live class, right? But now we're still doing this online, so we can benefit for everyone around the world. So since we're doing online, we can actually remove a lot of, I would say, fixed costs. So and this is not for next year, but for this time, we're still doing this online. So if you want to learn about period 9, masterclass, then the investment cost is 297 only. Okay. All right. So, and the thing here is like this. If you're interested, let me show you the link here. Okay, this is the link. Yeah, this is joeyup.com /P9 Masterclass. So you can actually enroll on this. And by the way, I think this would be the last workshop before we close the enrollment for period 9. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think very likely it is because now we're very near to the thing here. We need to close this thing up and then we need to plan for the class already, right? So if you're interested, yeah, probably this would be the only time you can actually enroll on this. And the thing here is like this. A lot of people say, Iverson, can I still get the bonus or not, right? So the team here decided we going to offer one more for the first 20 here. Is about because a lot of people are talking about bad luck, right? So you want to actually remove the bad luck. So for the first 20 who signed up today, but of course, if you already signed up earlier, you're going to get this bonus, right? Which in fact you already know it. So, but for anyone who haven't signed up yet, so for the first 20 only, we were able to open another 20 slot for this, right? Because this is how do you neutralize bad luck using Qigong. It's an additional webinar. It's an online training, yeah, for all of you here. Okay, I see so many of you here already registered, right? I saw your comment here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward, yeah, to talk to you. Are you guys excited or not? Yes, type the word yes if you're excited about this. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So the team now is working hard to plan everything out. I would say, I'm sure you have a blast. Okay, so if you're interested, then this would be the link with the bonus, right? Click on the link and then to secure your enrollment. Okay, and then some of you ask if I cannot make it to the day, although I encourage you to, so you can ask questions live. So just in case you cannot actually make it on the 2 days specified, then you can actually have a replay. You can watch a replay, and this one would be you have 30 days access to watch it, just in case you cannot make it. Even you can make it, you still can watch the replay. Yeah, few more times, right? So you can get everything sink in, right? So this other part here. All right, okay. So now, and I would say that this would be the closest period 9 experience I can get you to, right? The closest. I'll do my best, right, to help you to get there. So it's not just about memorizing data, and the moment you experience it, you remember it. Yeah. So I hope that I can actually do my part, of course, with the team as well, to deliver you the best learning experience ever. Okay, so now it's 20 years, right? So there are only two choices here, 2P, right? Either problems or prosperity. You choose one of it. Okay, so now if you're interested, then this is the link, right, to do it, and then you get the bonus for today. How do you actually negate the bad luck? Okay, all right. So this is the one. Okay, do you guys enjoy today's webinar? Do you learn a lot? Yeah, about the luck pillar and how do you activate it. So the only thing I ask for all of you here is, help others. Yeah, you will never know. Yeah, one piece of information can actually transform someone's life. Yeah, you never know that. Yeah, to you, maybe it's a simple information like, okay, if it's a yang wood, what you do, right? So, but I experienced a lot of time. I still remember one day, this is like 5 years ago, that person is going through a Yin Fire. Yeah, it's a workshop. It's just like a basic workshop. And then he asked me, right, Yin Fire luck pillar do what? I told him to do sales. And the next day, he actually resigned from his job. I'm not sure what his job again. I think something like operation or something. And then he actually switched to a sales job. And 6 months after, yeah, he come back to the workshop, and then he tell me, right, he say thank you, Iverson. I say, hey, what were you thinking about? Right? I cannot remember that I helped you before. He say, maybe not directly. He say that during the workshop, you say that about selling, and you tell me about selling, right? And then I just do it. You don't even tell me what kind of sales I need to do or what kind of industry. I just do selling, just like this, right? And then he changed his life. He told me that he already in a plan of buying a new house, which he cannot afford 6 months ago. Right? Simple information. Yeah. So, but a lot of people ask me, which system is the best system to utilize and to apply? My answer always the same. The best system is the system that you apply. That's it. Yeah, I rest my case. I want you to think about it. Yeah, I know a lot of you here thinking, comparing which system is the best, right? There are no best system in the world. The best system is a system that you apply and take action upon. Okay? All right. Okay. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy today's webinar. I'm having my good time talking to you. I hope that you feel the same too. So, and I know I don't want to hold you for very long here because tomorrow is holiday, right? I think you need to make some time to spend with a loved one. But remember one thing, right? Don't forget to plan for next year, right? Because now already in the month of November. Okay, all right. So I hope to see you again in one of our next workshop and maybe in our Period 9 Masterclass. Till then, take care, right? Stay healthy. I'm Iverson. Keep in touch. Bye-bye.